I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. You look at the outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They both are the same sex, they both are the same age, they have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful, they work hard, they're good family people, make tough commitments. But what's the difference? What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the company and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you got to be tough and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today in building this winning edge is, folks, if you want to win in business, you got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me anything in these United States that win, I'll show you a leader at work. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something run by a leader. See, I thought at one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words. They just intimidated me. And I said, Art, you can't ever be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go on back and coach football for a living? And I found two things out about smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today. Because I find smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always trying to figure out an easier way and a quicker way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And see, somebody like Art Williams, everybody said, well, he can't do it. And somebody like that can't do it. But he does it. See, folks, I want you to know almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They almost are over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost in everything they do. Almost is a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country with A.O. Williams, and I have people say, Art, you can count on me. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I guarantee you this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper. Just do it. Art, if I could just have one good month and get the ball going, I know I could make it big. Super. Just do it. Art, if I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. Great. Just do it. Art, if I could just sell my house. Do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Super duper. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What I do? You just do it. Art, I'm a vice president now. Can I quit doing it? No. Art, I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting. What I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, what do it then? Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start off down at the bottom and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally have achieved something unique. And how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else. And how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
Time to make a difference in our lives and in the lives of others, folks. And we have the tools here. Ready for Revolution. Greetings. I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, coming to you live from Planet Bancus. We're going to have a discussion going on with our Bancus ecosystem. This is an overview of the proposed legacy bill that is available to each and every one of us. First, allow me to thank the YouTube community, which is watching us live. And as customary, when we do our overviews, Saturday night overviews here, we include the YouTube community because people are in transition in many times, and particularly during these months of summer as they draw to an end. People are vacationing, coming back to their homes, getting ready to return to workforce and things of that nature. And so we strive to make it available to you wherever you are, however you're able to tune in. However, the YouTube channel ends, meaning the presentation ends just before any question and answer that is to occur. That happens here solely on the Zoom platform for privacy and integrity. With that being said, I'd like to move forward with sharing with you this disclaimer, and that is this presentation is provided for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice, or any offer to buy or sell any security. All investments, including cryptocurrencies, involve significant risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Investors should conduct their own due diligence and consult qualified professional advisors before making any investment decisions. The presenter assumes no liability for any losses resulting from reliance on the information provided. Now, what we strive to do here, folks, is to share with you what it is that we do. This is a informational, educational platform by which is benefiting people, rewarding people the world over on the decisions they make in relationship to this ecosystem. Now, Bancus, we are a decentralized digital institution built on more than a decade of experience of blockchain technology and solutions focused on decentralization. Our purpose is to transform the way the world interacts with money, combining the power of crypto assets with the ease and security of a modern banking entity. We are now more than 140,000 users. This is an old slide, okay? 140,000 users around the world and are embracing of the release of our ecosystem. Well, we opened up featuring our card, the Bancus cryptocurrency debit card available in both Visa as well as MasterCard. This card has what's considered simplified KYC. It's a fintech opportunity to spend your crypto as cash, as well as earn crypto as reward when you desire to share with others. You're going to learn a little more about the card in just a moment. But we also have our bank token, our mint, our pay by bankers. We have our academy, bank kids, and so much more that is coming to feed this ecosystem. Now, this overview also serves as an education because many times we're not as familiar with what some of these terminologies mean. So let's take a look at what an ecosystem is. An ecosystem is a network of interconnected people, organizations, technologies, products, services, and processes that interact with one another to create exchange and sustained value for everyone involved. Now, unlike a single system, an ecosystem contains multiple systems that work together toward a larger purpose. Now, I'll give you an example. A system does one job. A system does one job. An ecosystem coordinates many systems to create a complete environment where value can continuously flow. Now, system is also an acronym, folks. It stands for Save Yourself Stress, Time, Energy, and Money. That's system spelled out as an acronym. However, an ecosystem takes many systems and creates a complete environment where value can continuously flow. So the more of the integration of your systems, then the greater chance you have at saving yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Our goals and what we embrace as Team Believe is simple. We embrace only those operations and opportunities that provide ownership and control. And we believe in embracing multiple sources of income as it relates to wealth, as long as it doesn't suffocate or take up the greatest asset of anyone's life, and that is time. Now, the value about the age that we're living in is simply this: new technologies, new demographics, new currencies, and we are here in the time with those new things that are designed to operate in this age. That puts us in front of the movement of the new currency. It puts us in front of the movement of the new technologies, and it allows us to take advantage as early adopters because we are here now. Many of you were invited to the platform by those who believe that you will find value in it. And I want to introduce some of the varying differences between what was and what is. I want you to take a look at traditional banking as opposed to decentralized banking and what that is bringing into has come to our fruition, rather, come to our understanding. You know, we didn't know there was anything wrong with a system we submitted to when we didn't know of another. As my dear sister and friend, Sister Cece Mahone says, people don't know what they don't know. Well, let's look at traditional banking and what it actually presented us. But because we didn't know better, we didn't know if that was a bad thing. We didn't have anything to compare it. Look at the high fees for transfers and international payments, slow and bureaucratic processes, lack of integration with cryptocurrencies, geographic restrictions and limited access to services. How about limited hours and low operational availability? Strict requirements to open accounts, lack of control and privacy for the user, financial exclusion for millions of people, and then there's also the dependence on third parties for transaction validation. Now, let's take a quick look at this new age of banking, digital banking, and in our case, decentralized digital banking. We're talking about low transparent fees powered by blockchain technology, instant transactions without intermediaries, integrated multi-currency wallet, fiat, and crypto in one app, global access from any country with internet connection, 24 hours, 7 days a week, platform available without interruptions, fast registration and no paperwork, total control of your funds without centralized entities, financial inclusion through mobile assets and through physical Visa and MasterCard cards. Blockchain technology guarantees security, traceability, and autonomy. Folks, I want to give you a 30,000, if you will, high view, bird's eye view of what we have in this wonderful space known as Bancus as it relates to the Bancus card.
Welcome to Bancus, a new way to understand money, where technology, transparency, and efficiency work for you. Today, we'll explain how your money flows within the Bancus ecosystem in a simple, secure, and traceable way. It all starts when the user registers on the platform. From that moment, a personal wallet is automatically assigned to them, allowing them to interact within the ecosystem. Once registered, the user can deposit crypto assets like USDC or USDT through networks such as TRC20, BEP20, or ERC20. If they don't have cryptocurrencies, they can also use their local currency to acquire these assets through a provider or an exchange, and then transfer them to their Bancus account. When the money is deposited, the funds are not held in custody by Bancus. These are stored in a wallet managed by our partner exchange, CryptoLab, which is also responsible for the client's onboarding process. Each user has an individual wallet, which ensures greater traceability and control over their funds. It's important to note that in this model, there are only two parties with control over the money, the user and CryptoLab. Bancus does not have access to or custody of these funds, and the exchange is responsible for processes such as conversion to TRM. Since transactions are carried out between digital wallets, Bancus uses a simplified KYC process, as this type of operation does not require mandatory verification at a global level. However, internal compliance processes are applied in conjunction with strategic partners like Visa and MasterCard, ensuring security and support for every transaction. Once the user has available balance in their account, they can use it in two ways: send money to other Bancus users at no additional cost, or reload their card, which has a 4% fee. If the user doesn't want to use the funds, it is also possible to withdraw them to another digital wallet through the app. as long as the user is authorized for this function. It's important to keep in mind that Bancus is not an exchange and does not hold custody of the money, so it's recommended to only top up the amount you intend to use. When the user decides to reload their card, for example with 100 USDT, a smart contract is automatically activated. This contract distributes 1% to the beneficiaries of the Bancus payment plan and 3% to the Treasury wallet, while the remaining 96% is managed by CryptoLock. This entire process is carried out automatically thanks to blockchain technology. Finally, Bancus offers a key differentiating value. While the exchange completes the conversion process, which can take about 40 minutes, Bancus advances the fiat balance directly to the user's card, allowing them to access their money immediately. In this way, Bancus combines technology, efficiency, and user experience to offer a new way to manage money.
Now, this is an amazing card. That's a scope, a bird's eye view of what the card does and is. Allow me to share with you the components, meaning the type of cards and how you can earn. Now, the power of this card is that you can deposit crypto, you cash in this global payment system, this debit card, or you can literally make it available to others through your own personal link. People download click on the link, install the app, and as a result, they can take the crypto they deposit on the app and load it up to the card for use, where you can spend globally. I want people to join me in this exercise. I want you to type in the chat, crypto in, cash out. Crypto in, cash out. Let me see your participation in the chat so we'll know we're on the same page. Because you make your deposits in crypto into the app that operates only on your iPhone or your Android device. Okay, you install this app and you advance the screen of the app on either your iPhone or your Android device, and you'll get to a space where it will say install app. You go then to install the app. This is where the simplified KYC that I mentioned comes into play. KYC stands for know your customer, know your client. In the simplified process, your privacy is protected because it only utilizes the information you give for an email address and a username of your choice. That's it. That's the qualifier. And your access to this app and the cards related to the app, they are protected through this decentralized platform. Now, there are 3 card types here. I don't mean card brands. You do have Visa and you have access to MasterCard as well, but there are 3 card types. You have the metal card, which is on your left there, the Bancus One Elite card, and that card is a total of $100, meaning it's an $85 cost of card, but there's a $15 shipping cost, brings your total to $100. You purchase it through your platform and it's delivered to you shipped direct. Then there's a plastic Bancus One. This card has a $35 cost of card, $15 shipping. The total is $50 US. I have cards that were just recently delivered to me, and these cards are designed to be a part of a in Atlanta, Georgia, where we paid for 100 cards to distribute there with the people in attendance and activate instantly. Okay, now, again, the plastic card is $35 in cost, and plus the $15 shipping. That gives you a total cost of $50 that you pay directly to your account. Now, the purchase of either card, the metal card or the plastic card, gives you a free digital card. That free digital card here, this tokenized Bancus Go card, is immediately inserted in your app and can be activated the moment you have purchased either the metal card or the plastic card. There's no cost associated with the digital tokenized card that comes to you currently only as a purchase of the metal card or the plastic card. Now, when we say crypto in, crypto out, what do we mean? Where there's only 3 networks that we utilize where you can deposit your crypto, USDT or USDC, onto your app. We either use the Binance network, what's known as BEP20, we use the Tron network, and we use the Ethereum network. Please do not confuse the networks with the coin. We only use USDT or USDC, but we use those within those 3 networks, either the BEP20 Binance network, either the Tron network, or the Ethereum network. Okay, so now you made your deposit in crypto. Now you want to load your card and allow that card to be used where you can withdraw that crypto like cash, go into your ATMs, or you can make purchases and payments online, or you can tap or insert your card at different locations. Okay, it's a debit card, folks. It's not an exchange. It's a debit card. Now, if you want to earn an income with it, I want to show you how I did it. Simply put, there's a commission, a one-time commission paid on people who you sponsored or invited, and they secure a card, purchase a card for themselves. You get a commission on this. Now, this is something to understand. Whether you have a card or not, whether you purchased a card or not, you will still earn a commission when someone you sponsored with your referral link decides they want to purchase a card, and you will receive an instant income, a commission. I experienced this when I came a year and a month ago. I came July 31st of 2025. I didn't have any funds available to me to secure a card, but I believed on the project. I believed on what was being shared, and I believed it could be a solution for millions of people around the world. So all I did was simply take my referral link, shared it out with everyone that I possibly could at that time to introduce them to this opportunity through an overview like you're watching now, or I might have shared a video that succinctly explained the card, and I shared it with my referral link, but I had no idea, folks, that you can earn the income without having the card. So by the close of the month of August of last year, I had more than $1,000, close to $1,500 sitting on my card, that on my app rather, and I never had at that point I didn't have a card. So I eventually bought the metal card and then bought cards for everyone in my household so they can have a leg up on the activity. And 175 plus directly sponsored folks later, I've generated thousands of dollars through the 3-tier or 3-level one-time commission of card sales. That means everybody that I personally sponsored, I received a 10% commission for everyone who purchased a card. When they went out and decided they were going to sponsor people, those level 1 people created a level 2 for me, because they were now actively engaged in sharing this information with others who were also purchasing cards. On my level 2, as it will work on you, your level 2, you receive a 15% commission for all those who purchase a metal or plastic card. So that's level 2. Your level 2 generates 15% one-time card sales commissions on the purchase of the cards on that level. When that level 2 person or people, when they make it available to their folks, that becomes a level 3 to you, and that's an additional 10% for you that returns to your card. Instantly returns to your app. This is a one-time commission. But I want you to understand this. Every one person you sponsor represents 3 levels of potential earnings or commissions coming directly back to you and instantly. I have now 175 people in my direct sponsorship. 175 people in my direct sponsorship equates to 3 levels of potential income. Get this, 175 times. When you multiply that, folks, you know what that comes out to? Anyone have an idea? I'm going to tell you right now. 175 persons multiplied by 3 levels of potential income, that's 525 levels of potential income that comes back to me. Now, because my personal goal is to have 3,000 directly sponsored to me, then you know I'm nowhere near my goal. Okay. But when you have an operation like this, it can't do anything but to help your bottom line. So 3 levels of income for every one person sponsored, that's 525 levels of income that can come to me at no limit of time, because those people will get people. And then here's the other thing. You also get to enjoy what's known as recurring passive residual income, an income that is designed to not stop. Because every time your card is topped off, meaning you take the crypto on your app and you deposit it onto your card to use as cash, there's a 4% fee. This is the only fee charged in Bancus as it relates to the card. The only fee, 4%. And you will get that card, you top it off, a 4% fee is charged by the company. 3% of that is the cost of doing business. But 1% of that comes back to the field, come back to those of you who have sponsored people to keep the sustainability, of the opportunity. Now, the commission on card top-ups is still broken down in 3 levels. It equates to 1% distributed across 3 levels, meaning that 4% that you paid to top it off. Let's give this example. If you topped it off, your card off with $100, 4% of that is $4. So $3 or 3% rather stays with the cost of doing business, that stays with the company. The 1% comes to the field. All right. And if you look at your 3 levels here in this field, all you got to do is add up these numbers and it equals 1%. And this is an unlimited top off where you receive, if they're on your first level, 0.285%. If they're on your second level, 0.43%. And on your third level, 0.285%. This portion here represents an unlimited income. Now, folks, we're talking about the potential of 7 days of Saturday, 7 days of Sunday. We're talking about the potential of going to sleep when you're tired and getting up when you're tired of sleeping. We're talking about the potential of controlling your own shots when you have sources of income that are overly dependent on your time. This is just a component, possibly, if you choose to utilize it in that way, to aid you in your wealth build and to pay more attention to those things that are most important in our lives through our time. Now, I want to show you the product that is taking the Bancus community by storm, and that product is the bank token. The bank token is the company, broken out, the entire company, the entire Bancus company, broken up into 300 million tokens, or shares, if you will, and everyone that owns a token owns the company. Take a look.
What if you could own a real piece of a global digital bank? That is exactly what Bank Token represents. Bank is a real-world asset token, or RWA. It is not a speculative cryptocurrency. It is the tokenization of 100% of Bancus, a global digital bank operating in more than 186 countries. Through blockchain technology, Bancus divided 100% of the company into 300 million bank tokens. Each token represents real fractional ownership of the ecosystem. Tokenized real-world assets provide global access, transparency, liquidity, and fractional ownership. They represent the evolution of traditional investing into the digital economy. Behind BNC stands a real and growing business. Bancus has more than 116,000 registered users, a current valuation of $75 million, and active products including debit and credit cards, global digital accounts, crypto trading, and an RWA marketplace. All supported by physical offices across international markets. The token runs on Binance Smart Chain and combines ownership, utility, and future governance. In addition, holders gain access to exclusive ecosystem benefits and staking rewards of 1.25% per month. Real-world asset tokenization already exceeds $35 billion on chain and is projected to reach $16 trillion by 2030. Major institutions like BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs are already driving this transformation. Because BNC is not just a token, it is real participation in the evolution of finance. Bancus, the bank of us.
There we go. Folks, this is about digital participation, and this is how we build what is considered legacy wealth. We had an example given to us by co-founder and CEO of Bancus, Mr. Alejandro Castro, earlier today, on one of our trainings, the bank token training in particular. And he spoke about how the legacy wealth is the order of the day and how bankers can provide that. And he gave the example of how he gives his son an allowance. And out of that allowance, 70% is tangible, the money he can use immediately. 30% of that is the bank token, meaning $30 in bank tokens are part of his allowance, and $70 for him to function and move through life is in cash. And what this does, it builds that inheritable asset. Now, currently, the cost, or rather the value of the token is 23 cents. I don't want you to lose sight of what this token is. The token is ownership. It represents 300 million shares of private digital participation. That means every token you purchase at 23 cents represents 1/300 millionth of ownership. The more tokens you own, the more ownership you have, the more control you have of your future. And I want to show you right here on this screen, I want to show you a brief of what this history of valuation and growth has been. See, it was released to us under promised to over deliver. It began, truthfully, when it opened up in 2024, it was 7 cents per token. Now, still in its pre-sale, early adoption emergence, it went to 10 cents, then to 15 cents, then to 18 cents, according to this history. Then we went to 19 cents, folks, then 20 cents in May, 21 cents in June, and then behind the valuation in the last part of June, it jumped 2 whole cents to our current 23 cents per token. Now, what this means is you're getting an undervalued access to ownership that has no choice but to grow because it's a real world asset. Real world asset means it's an asset that is backed by something. And what this asset is backed by is the company itself. right? And the more valuations that occur, the more products that come online, the more users that are attracted to this robust ecosystem, the greater value your ownership has in the company. But it doesn't stop there. It also has a powerful staking component. And that staking component, meaning locking away the asset, and you're rewarded in asset monthly. And what happens is you lock it away, your reward will be more tokens. And no matter what the value was when it was locked away, it will always reflect the current value when it becomes available to you after 90 days. And then there's a unilevel component that's associated with it. In the event you want to earn an income in the uh, uh, um, uh, making available the token for people to acquire as well as stake. Those that you directly sponsored, you receive 6% in dollars of their in commission, plus a 5% in tokens. And then it breaks out from level 2, 5%, level 3, 4%, level 4, 3%, level 5, 2%, and from levels 6 through 10, you earn an additional 1%. That is a powerful legacy tool. And understand, when you own the token, you own the company. When you own the token, you own every product released in the company, whether you participate in it or not. And then this is one that has people really fired up in this age of tokenization known as Mint. Mint is a real asset-based digital future. The world's first platform that tokenizes everything and gives it a marketplace. The Mint token is a stable coin inside of the Mint environment where it's fixed dollar per dollar, and its reach is in now more than 200 countries. Take another look and listen.
What if any real-world asset could become a global investment opportunity? That is the vision behind Mint, the world's first platform combining real-world asset tokenization with its own curated marketplace for investors. While other platforms only create tokens, Mint integrates three essential pillars into one ecosystem: blockchain technology, professional documentation, and a global marketplace where projects can be discovered, analyzed, and acquired. Mint was created to solve three major problems in today's financial markets: limited access to investments, slow bureaucratic processes, and the lack of liquidity preventing assets from reaching global buyers. With Mint, virtually any asset can be tokenized: real estate, companies, commodities, art, financial instruments, and even individuals seeking to tokenize future income or rights. The process is simple. A project registers, activates tokenization using Mint tokens. The Mint team develops the professional documentation structure. The token is minted on blockchain and finally listed on the Mint marketplace for global investors. At the center of the ecosystem is the Mint token, an RWA token backed by the full value of the platform. Not speculation, but real co-ownership, governance participation, and access to the entire Mint economy. Real-world asset tokenization is projected to surpass $16 trillion by 2030. And Mint aims to become one of the leading infrastructures powering this new digital economy. Because Mint is more than a platform. It is the infrastructure connecting real assets with the digital economy. Mint.
Now, folks, I encourage you, with all that you're seeing tonight, please do yourselves a huge favor. Go to the chat and join our Team Believe Bankers International group on WhatsApp. This makes available to you all news and notifications as it relates to the many projects that are launched or products that are launched under this operation. It also gives you direct access to the development and what's happening with the Bancus debit card. We're talking about news, updates, and information provided through that link. Go ahead and join. And then, of course, you do understand that Mint is not a fly by night. There are many persons who have made themselves available to tokenize their holdings, their art, their vehicles and homes, their companies, their projects that require seed money. There'll be a launch of a publishing house on this platform, the Mint platform, in a few days, where we'll open it up globally to uh, really millions of people to contribute to the growth by getting their token that's relative to that publishing house. There's so many things that are happening here. There's gold acquisition available there, precious metals and gems. There's coffees and other products that are available there, race horses available there. All these things are happening now inside the Mint environment. Now, how do you join Mint? It requires a referral link from the person who introduced it to you. Upon registration, you complete that integrated form or integration form, and then you validate by reviewing and of the company, and there's a review of the company's information. Then it moves on to that one-time payment, and that one-time payment allows you to join the ecosystem and access immediately the tokenization ecosystem. All right. And in this ecosystem, companies and entrepreneurs can join the Mint ecosystem with a one-time fee of 5,000 US. Payment is made in USDM, which is the stable coin of the platform, which grants full access to the tokenization ecosystem. You get to connect your business to the future. Asset tokenization, blockchain technology, security, global community, global network, all of that is available to you here in this wonderful world of Mint. Examples of compensation, you want to pay good attention to this because this platform represents monthly subscription for people who are growing and tokenizing their businesses. And the company pays a 30% direct referral. That means your $5,000 client will net you $1,000 monthly. Yeah, I paused for effect. That level 2 person, 10%. That level 3 person, another 10%. And these percentages are paid on the total income fee of $5,000. So if $5,000 is spent on level 3 or level 2, you receive an instant 10% commission of that $5,000 purchase monthly. And those of you directly referred who might want to tokenize their holdings, tokenize their projects, or give their project startup capital, you receive 30% for the direct referral every month. All right. You want to make yourselves available to these products if you see a future for yourself in these products. The next one you have on cap now is pay. Pay by Bancus. There's no hardware here, no contracts, no complications. It is 100% digital. It's modern, secure, and reliable. It's a POS, a point of sales application in your phone. In your phone. Charge how you want, receive where you decide. Your personal POS terminal always in your pocket. Able to accept various currencies, various digital products, and cryptocurrency as well. No hardware, no contracts, no complications. So you see how Zelle and PayPal and what's this other one? Cash App and Venmo, all these devices and how they work. Well, you have all that rolled into one with Pay by Bancus. And you're going to receive more information on that real soon. because there'll be trainings associated with it. You get to pay with card. Your customer pays with a debit or credit card. There's automatic conversion. The pay automatically converts to USD to USDT. It transfers the balance. It's automatically credited to your Bancus app, and you can use your Bancus card in millions of stores or ATMs worldwide. You can withdraw cash at any compatible ATM because that payment is converted to a crypto that is deposited onto your card, and then your card can now be utilized at ATM or for online payments to receive your monies. Now, the pay commissions associated with it look like this. Pay by Bancus operates with transparent commissions according to the payment method used. If it's crypto, you receive a 2.5% pay commission, where 0.75% is redistributed through the network, and the net pay retention you receive is 1.75%. Then there's the card payout. When it's paid by Visa or MasterCard, for an example, that pay commission is 8%. 1.5% is redistributed into the network, and 6.5% comes to you directly in pay. All right. Pay commission, what the user pays, platform retention, sustainable revenue for operations, redistribution to the network, incentivizes growth and adoption. The user knows how much they will pay before checkout. Pay monetizes each transaction and at the same time drives growth through referrals. Now, here's a direct sale example. USD price, $200. Distribution, $150 is poured in of that $200 is poured into the direct sales compensation plan. You sponsor the person, you receive $80 for that $200 transaction. The second level, you receive $35. And the third level, you also receive $35. This is instant. Distribution for bankers and operation expenses is a $50 split. I mean, $150 comes to the field, and $50 bankers use for development, operations, maintenance, and platform growth. That, folks, is paid by bankers, which you're going to learn more about soon. And then I want to show us the academy. See, we educate today, we transform the future. We're talking about academy system, Bancus, Academy, and Bank Kids. Our 4 educational pillars: leadership, financial education, communication, and negotiation. And then at Bank Kids, train up a child in the way that it should go, and it will not depart. We're talking about they introduced the mission, vision, and purpose. Democratize financial education for young people around the world, to be the leading global financial academy for new generations as a vision and as a purpose to empower young people to make decisions today and build their future. Folks, you just got an example of an entire ecosystem with more product to come. There's a lot that we did not show you here tonight because we don't want to overwhelm you with the facts, or as one of our business partners state, we don't want to overcook your grits. All right. We want you to have the opportunity to digest what was shared, and then getting back, allowing you to get back to the one who introduced you to the opportunity to help move you forward if you decide to move forward on any of the products. This is Bancus, the ecosystem. We welcome you to it. I'm going to take time now to thank the YouTube community for participating. We're going to end our presentation there on YouTube, but you can join us here on this platform if you decide that you want to ask questions here live, get them addressed, or join any of the testimonial statements that are made here. So we thank you for your time and attention, and we look forward to seeing you YouTubers on the next